Let's talk AEW Collision Playoff Palooza that happened yesterday. It started off with FTR accepting Adam Copeland's challenge, which is basically that if FTR can beat Adam Copeland and Christian and retain their tag team championships, Adam Copeland and Christian will never team again. Now, I think Adam Copeland over the weekend may have also announced his retirement match, but I'm not too sure. I didn't see that on Collision. I'm going to assume that Adam and Christian may win one more tag team title before they hang the boots, but I'm not sure. Regardless, FTR did accept. The first match of the night saw the conglomeration take on the Don Callis family. The match itself was maybe one of my least favorite of the night. It was still a great match. You know, you had Orange Cassidy doing Orange Cassidy things, and in fact, it was his team that came out on top and retained the World Trios Championship. At the very end there, the match basically ended with Kyle Roderick and OC just hitting Archer with everything, and then once he fell down, Kyle and Roderick basically just took OC, threw him on top, pinned, and they retained the titles. Then we saw a promo. The Death Riders basically abducted Ospreay because they want him to join. He didn't really answer, but something tells me that he probably will. We'll probably get an answer on Dynamite. If I had to guess, that went straight into my favorite match of the night, which was a 10-man tag team match. You had the team of the Death Riders with David Finlay and Clark Connors versus the Rascalz and the Young Bucks. The match itself, there was lots of crazy things. I mean, you had the Rascal and Young Bucks hit the 5-man super kick, and then every single one except the final guy was able to hit. It's always fun watching a lot of these guys in the ring. And if you like technical wrestling, if you like speed, if you like high flying, this match pretty much had it all guaranteed. Definitely want to go rewatch. In the end, the Death Riders, David Finlay and Clark Connors did win this one. We then moved into Chris Standler versus Becca. That was just a straight up squash match. There's not much more to say. We then had a very technical matchup. It was Roosh versus Adam Priest. Roosh did win. There's not really much more to say about that. There wasn't like anything that was above and beyond. Roosh did come out on top and defeat Adam Priest. We also had Sky Blue and Tekla take on Pestaforni and Alex Windsor. There was a lot of back and forth in this one. I think there was a spot where I think we thought Alex was going to put it away, but in the end, Sky Blue ended up getting the win for her team. Following that, we had El Clone take on Jack Perry for the national championship. I was expecting a little bit more out of that match. I'm not going to lie. I really was expecting a little bit more to happen. It was still great. It was the outcome, though, that I think Jack wanted. Jack did defeat El Clone and retained his championship, which then brought us to the main event, which was the Demand versus Chris Jericho and the Hurt Syndicate. I will say this. Jericho and the Hurt Syndicate can still wrestle, man, in the age that they're at. Some of these guys. Jericho did do a spot where he was on the top turnbuckle and jumped to the Demand on the outside. In the end, though, ultimately, the ref was distracted and Ricochet caught Jericho with a low blow, hitting the moonsault after and able to pick up the victory for his team. That was AEW Collision this weekend, Playoff Palooza edition. If you watched it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. And as always, make sure to follow more wrestling news and content, and I will catch all you amazing humans for some more wrestling on the next one.